So I'm Tracy Lamont. I'm director of the Loyola Institute for Ministry and associate professor of religious education and young adult ministry. And I'm just absolutely thrilled to be a part of Loyola Institute for Ministry, which we just call LIM. LIM has had a profound sense of innovation since the day it came to Loyola.
If you ask why Jesuits ever got into education in the first place, since their primary mission is spreading the gospel, it's because of two facets of Ignatian spirituality. St. Ignatius Loyola, first of all, felt very deeply that we can find God in all of his creation, so that the study of his creation is the study of God. So there's something divine and spiritual simply in studying anything, but particularly in studying theology. And the other is that Ignatius believed that of all the good things that could be done, Jesuits should do those which would have the most far-reaching effects. And the training of leaders goes much farther than simply going out and trying to lead oneself. This program combines those two elements of spreading the gospel and training leaders, which are absolutely critical to the Jesuit mission in education at any level.
We started an extension program that no one else was able to do in the country in the 80s and 90s before there was internet. And that extension program brought our courses into dioceses across the country and then across the world. LIM has just been really wonderful in responding to the signs of the times.
This is Sixto Garcia, Job, English, Take 2, Historical Jesus in English.
And that's what we're doing today, and that's what our initiative is with our videography project, is to be more responsive again to the signs of the times, to the changing church. This project has been just a beautiful example of LIM's ongoing innovation and contextual practical theology. And so our efforts right now are to better center the experiences of Hispanic ministry leaders and practical theologians in our curriculum. We want all of our students to find themselves in the curriculum, to be able to have their experiences be shared. That's a lot of what this video project is about. It's expanding our horizons of practical theology, what it means to be more contextual and to really put experience and contextuality forward in theology in the way that LIM has always done so well. To me, contextual theology is a beautiful way of always finding God in new ways, new experiences, and understanding people better. And so I'm hoping this beautiful video project that we've been able to host, that we can just better center the experiences of people in multicultural communities. I invite anyone considering, a call to ministry, a call to religious and theological education, to see the difference that LIM can make. And so study with us.